Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, let's take a look at tech stocks, that is Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Netflix, Google, and Amazon, and we'll take a look at then SPY and QQQ as well, high level. I talked about SPY and QQQ with Tesla and Nvidia in the morning. Check those videos out, specifically for Tesla. The video that I did this morning on Tesla still is valid for the price action to watch going in tomorrow. So this video is for tech stocks, and then after this there will be another video coming out for semiconductors, one more for the day, that is Nvidia and all other semiconductor group there. But so today, starting off with Microsoft here, what are we seeing? Well, we are still seeing a continuation to the upside, right? We found earlier the support of 200 days moving average. Once we got above it, I talked about $404 level. Above this, as long as we are above both of these areas, the next play for us becomes the 20 days moving average, 417. And this previous pivots area, Microsoft did that, and then the next move was definitely out and above of this 20 days moving average. This was the area, structural area, and below this pivot is what we got out and above it, and then also above 20 days moving average. That was pretty much the move today. Upside play, we got that upside play, a little bit of a pullback that came, just got bought back up at 20 days moving average. So we are still bullish, right? I mean, it's no surprising. Yeah, we are bullish, right? So Microsoft from here, yeah, now the next level to watch is 430, and in my opinion Microsoft can stay bullish as long as we don't break below 417 and 42 cents from here after, right? If we lose that, I don't think Microsoft is going to become bearish. Even if we lose 20 days moving average, anything until 410 will just be constituted in the overall structure just bullish. That's just be going to be a pullback, in other words. On hourly interval, you can see clearly just strong uptrend, no slowing down even right now. So yeah, even tomorrow you are watching this level of 418 and 37 cents. And this zone pretty much, if we stay above this zone of 417 and 18 cents, until then pullback is fine, but that would be it. Microsoft is still very strong. If we lose that, then yes, there's a problem, right? For at least for the intraday, nothing more than that though right now. Yes, so on this overall structure, we are looking strong. Apple continues to go up, no slowing down this thing as well. This thing also, you can see, is so strong that any pullback on this is just getting bought back up. Once we took out these previous pivots as well here, that was the next leg up, and we're just continuing higher. At this point, even if Apple does a pullback, any pullback to the level of 222 and even till the level of 218 is just going to be a pullback. Am I seeing any signs of that? Not on the daily interval of a pullback, but let's go to the hourly interval. Is there any sign for that? So what are the levels to watch tomorrow? So on hourly interval, what I want to focus on here is this is the level 223 and 46 cents. If Apple does a pullback here, but it still stays above it, that's fine. We are still in the bullish structure even on intraday. If we lose this, then there's a possibility of coming down to $222 area, and then you can see if what happens there. But if we lose 222 and 50 hours moving average, then I expect some little bit stronger pullback down to 218. Otherwise, we are fine so far. But these are the levels to watch on the journey. So until 222, I'll just take it as a pullback if that pullback comes. And for intraday cool off, if a stronger cool off has to come, since the structure is to the upside, you need to really see it first lose 20 hours moving average as well, and also lose 223. So it's an uptrend, right? You can, that's what it is. Meta. So going to the daily interval first, and Meta continues to stay high, up and up, still very bullish. No sign of stopping it, right? And even right over here, this was the level yesterday I talked about, 522. We are above that, we are bullish. Even any pullback would have come to the level of 510. That just would have been a pullback. We are still very bullish. Right now, Meta is not showing me any signs of cool off as well. From here, what are the levels to watch tomorrow? Let's go to the hourly interval. We are testing all-time highs very close. So if Meta starts to sell off or cool off from here on, then it can come down to 531, but that will not break the structure to the downside. Structure is still going to stay bullish even until 531. That will just be a pullback. And if there is more, if we sell off 531, then eventually maybe 523, but that will take a while. A lot of support is sitting down here, but these are the levels to watch. Potential support at 531. Any pullback until then is just bullish, and if we just continue higher, finding double bottom or support somewhere here, it's just still very bullish. So there is no intraday even loss of structure as long as we're above 531 here. All right, this zone area. So that's Meta. Let's take a look at Netflix now. So let's go to the daily interval. And daily interval on Netflix is full on bullish still. Yes, some sell-off is coming up here at this previous box, the zone, but that's fine. Does it makes it bearish? Technically, no. At this point, this is time to take partial profits for sure. We are extended. This was a bullish play right above this 20 days moving average and the blue box down here. Now, any pullback, if it comes until 652, that will just constitute a pullback. Netflix is very bullish. Any pullback, as if it comes any much, it's just still going to stay bullish. On hourly interval, now that's an important thing to talk about here. On hourly interval, tomorrow, if we stay below 664, that pullback may continue, cool off may continue. 657 and 96 cents area to watch, and 50 hours moving average, at least for tomorrow. All right, taking a look at Google. So let's go to the daily interval first. So Google hasn't really changed the structure there, right? 164 was the area of the previous pivots, and I talked about as long as we're not getting above it, this is just a resistance. But then I also talked to you guys, watch this level of 159 to 160. If any pivot can form here, Google may start to go up. You can see that's pretty much where the pivots are forming, right at my significant levels. If you need access to my tools, that marks these levels automatically for you. Links to my tools are in the description below of this video. So from here on, we are still right now bullish, still forming in the fashion of higher highs and higher low pivot is forming almost. Now, as long as we don't lose this pivot of 159 and 160, this thing can continue higher. All right, this is a good candle today as well. If we lose anytime 160 now, then there's a problem. 160 and 159 area. If we lose this now, then there's a problem. Let me actually mark this level as well for you to keep an eye on this area. So this is the zone. Let's see if this pivot can hold, but this would be the zone of structure to keep an eye on. Well, actually, let me take you to the hourly interval as well on Google, just to make sure what are we dealing with on hourly interval. So, yep, yeah, pretty much that's what it is, guys. I do see a strong supply zone here. So, yeah, if you really want a clear signal, like a clean upside, then I would suggest let it get above 200 hours moving average and the level of 162, so that this supply zone, we are out of it. But if you are, risky trader or whatnot, again, nothing is financial advice here. Do whatever you want to do. You should have a stop loss below somewhere in this blue box, and position can be taken through these pivots. You should have already taken a position through these pivots, actually, the one that when it formed today and it decided to go up. But stop loss on the other side. But that's like getting in early, but good confirmation is above this supply zone though, and also above combination of 200 hours moving average and this supply zone is what we need to get out of for a safer play. Amazon, and that is to the upside, right? Amazon and continuing higher, guys, I'm loving it. Some of these dividends ETFs that I bought in my other portfolio that I'll talk about in my dividend investing channel, that is looking awesome. Amazon continues higher above 200 days moving average. All good move. Now this is the zone on Amazon, this particular area. If it just gets straight above it, technically it's bullish right now. If any pullback comes until 200 days moving average, but if it can hold above it, that's just going to be a pullback. It's bullish and can continue higher. This is the pivot though, the target. Take partial profits here in this zone if this is the move you took. And from here, as I said, Structure is bullish as long as we're above 200 days moving average, and as if we continue higher above these blue box, this thing can just continue higher. I bought Amazon ETFs down here. I'll talk about it on my dividend investing channel. Link to that channel is in the description below of this video. Okay, SPY and QQQ. Well, so full on bullish, right? I mean, I have been saying this since this morning in multiple videos. I'm now repeating myself over and over again. Well, 524 above, all the danger was out of the picture of potential big head and shoulder here, right? And that danger, we are out of it once we got above 524. And after that, I provided you this blue box. That is the next target. After above this, we were again next run to the upside bullish, and we are getting that. SPY is full on bullish, no sign of slowdown, full on bullish, period. On hourly interval, can some cool off comes? Well, after such an extension, next day if cool off comes, I won't be surprised. But any cool off to the level of 550 and even 20 hours moving average will not change the structure on this. To the downside, structure will still remain bullish. Even if we come down to 546 as well, that will just be a cool off. SPY is still very strong. If tomorrow I see something else, I'll talk about it. But until these levels, any pullback, if anywhere on the lower time frame you start to see double bottom form, pattern hold, yeah, since structure is bullish, things has more likelihood to stay bullish. QQQ continues to stay bullish over here. And once we got above 448, we were out of the harm's way. We also took out this previous pivot, $460. I have been saying from there after expect upside, and the next move after 460 will be, yeah, once we get out and above 460, and that's what, once it happened, that was it. Above this, we were just bullish full on, and that's what we are getting today as a bullish structure. That's what I have been saying. We are bullish, 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 and we have been going up. This was the pivot I showed you on the 4 hours interval, both on SPY and QQQ back in those videos, that this is where these pivots are forming, and we are looking good to continue higher, but still, I am always cautious. Level by level is what we need to be trading. And now, yeah, things are looking good on QQQ as well. I'm not worried even for tomorrow, even if, say, we see a red candle. But so here's the thing, 467 for intraday pullback potential or 460 for the overall structure. 460 pullback on the overall structure is still fine. Structure will not change. Structure will still remain bullish until then. We'll see if that's where pivot would hold. And any intraday pullback, 467 will not scare me. That's just going to be a pullback at intraday level. And otherwise, above this level, 473 and 60 cents, just a continuation to the upside. So anyways, that's it for this video, guys. And if you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.